Yes, hello folks, welcome back. I'm hoping you're doing well wherever you are. Now, remember it's just like 3 days ever since Uganda government released Bob Jagi and Oyo. And Museveni later on said that they were arrested or abducted because he believed that the two were experts in riots. Now, Bob Jagi and Oyo gave powerful, revelations, like they exposed what really happened in Uganda. Listen to them.
I think he's dead. I left him in the cell and he asked me, Bob, he asked me to talk to you to make sure the message gets to the president, because the president is not aware about some of these things. It is the son, Muhoozi, who is undertaking these crimes against humanity. They have been undertaken at the Special Forces Command Center in Serakasenyi. That is a training ground for the presidential security team. And they call themselves next to none because they are next to none. They don't take command from any other, either the judiciary, whether it's parliament, whether it's the executive. So this is an armed militia that is operating under the General Muhoozi. And there are so many Ugandans. I left there over 150 of them in custody. People who are serving, who have been kept without going through any court process. They have been detained, some of them up to a year. That is what he's calling the fridge, if you want to know what the fridge is. So there are some people who are actually in the freezer, not in the fridge. And as a human rights issue, these people have no cases. Most of them, they've been kept there for political reasons.
Yes, you see, they're saying how they were arrested, how they were confined, as in they were locked somewhere and blindfolded. In short, they went through a lot of horror. They put it that way. And of course, it's not right. It's the violation of human rights to treat someone that way. Because I believe when someone has done something wrong, the best thing you need to do is to take that person to court. Then, should he be found guilty, he goes to jail. But you see, they were held, and to make the matter worse, the government of Uganda was denying that they don't know or they've not seen Oyo and Bob Jagi. And of course, that caused panic in Kenya, especially because it caused panic to Oyo and Jagi's parents or siblings. Now, one thing that's coming out here is that the person who ordered all this is Museveni's son, Muhoozi. Because Museveni did not even know that these people were abducted. So Muhoozi is the one who abducted them. And they're saying that where they were, abductions is being done by General Muhoozi. So I can imagine the kind of terror the people of Uganda go through, especially the people who are having divergent views, people who are not supporting the government. Like you see, you be abducted. In fact, what shocked me is that there are even Kenyans who are there. Yes, some Kenyans have been missing here, but kumbe wako pale Uganda wamefungiwa. It's so sad because I believe when someone has done something wrong, the best thing to happen is he needs to be taken to court. If he's guilty, he goes to jail, and that's how the law operates. Now, this story is coming when Uganda has vowed punishment or war on the Kenyan soil, because Museveni is saying that in future there will be war.
Why don't you see how to unite? Because Uganda, even if you wanted to build a navy, how can you build it? We don't have access to the sea. The political organization in Africa is so irrational. Some of the countries have no access to the sea. For economic purposes, but also for defense purposes, you are stuck. How do I export my products? That's why we have got endless discussion with Kenya, then this one stopped, then another one comes, then the railway, the pipeline, the what, we discuss. But that ocean belongs to me. Because this is my ocean. I'm entitled to that ocean. In the future, we are going to have wars.
And he wants to take full control of Indian Ocean. He's claiming that Indian Ocean belongs to Uganda, belongs to him. That's actually what he's saying. So that, of course, has caused panic, and it has even prompted Kenya to answer Museveni, telling him that you must know that there's law, and you must know that fighting will not take you anywhere. You need to solve things amicably. Like, you need to come to Kenya and sit with the president, and of course, come to a conclusive, come to a solution that, of course, will benefit both parties. But Museveni has chosen to go the hard way. The question I'm asking myself, will he manage to actually fight Kenya at a boy? Because even his predecessor, Idi Amin, tried the same tactic, and he failed because Kenyatta stopped him. Now, Muhoozi, I don't know that I can call him reckless or tough person. He said that it will only take him 8 hours to go take over the Indian Ocean. So I don't know what 8 hours means. I don't know that 8 hours means coming to Kenya, dealing with people, dealing with the Kenyan army, and so forth. I don't know. But he's saying that it will only take 8 hours. In fact, he's saying that what he needs is the button, the go-ahead button from his father. And should that button be pressed, it will be here in Kenya, and he will take over the Indian Ocean. So this matter is becoming so serious because at first people thought that it's a simple thing. Well, people thought that maybe Museveni is just trying to campaign. He's trying to, make his people happy or his voters happy. But this matter is turning out to be a serious matter because even as we're talking now, the government is panicking, not panicking actually. The government of Kenya is preparing on how they can counterattack any attempt from Uganda to come to Kenya or maybe, take Kenyan soil. So the Kenyan government is preparing to defend because the work of the Kenyan military is to defend the country against or from external attacks. And that's what we're seeing now. Museveni is now wants to attack Kenya. And of course, he's been there. Even, I remember 20 years ago, some 17 years ago, in the year 2018, no, 2008, 2009, he claimed that Migingo belongs to him. And he later claimed that the land belongs to him and the waters belongs to Kenya. Or the water belongs to him and land belongs to Kenya. I'm not sure about that, but there was some confusion there. And of course, that made him fight, Raila Odinga. Because Raila told him to stop joking. And now that Agwambi is not there, he seems to be now rekindling. He's trying to, coming up with another war to mess with Kenya. And I believe he couldn't say this when Agwambi was alive. He could not say this when Raila was alive because he knew that Raila Odinga is a non-nonsense person and Raila was going to tell him off. So I don't know whether he's saying this because of politics or because he means it, but the issue is that Muhoozi has declared war on Kenya. And Bob Jagi and Oyo have revealed shocking details about Muhoozi. And this means that Muhoozi is not someone to be joked with. He seems to be a very ruthless person in Uganda, and he's saying that he'll be coming to Kenya to take over the Indian Ocean. So Bob Jagi is insisting that the torture chamber, the abduction chamber, is run by Muhoozi. That's what Jagi is saying. Yeah, he was saying that Muhoozi is the one who arrested them and ordered them to be blindfolded. So that's what's happening now. So tell me, do you believe that Muhoozi and of course Museveni will be able to take over the Indian Ocean as the way we are hearing from Bob Jagi how powerful Muhoozi is? Tell me guys, and of course I see you soon in the next video. Thank you. If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.